Hello and welcome back, everyone. Today's video, it's kind of something in the making for probably about the past 6 months or so. So at the beginning of 2021, I completely redid my entire living room office here. Just rearranged the L-shaped desk, just everything just kind of got an entire facelift. Simply because I just wanted a nice change of scenery. I was just really getting kind of bored of the old style and everything I had laid out here. So yeah, I went through and rearranged everything. I even threw away and donated a lot of stuff, or destroyed any old materials and stuff that I don't really use anymore to make frames or prints. And then I just rearranged everything and just made it look a lot nicer and newer, at least new to me, of course. And so yeah, this video is a long way in the making, and I'm finally recording my actual bit for just talking about, I guess, in detail a little bit about just each part of this living room office here, from which I work, of course. And so yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you find something of use in this, and I'm just going to kind of run through just everything I have laid out here. So as you can see from this entire spread here, I just have a little bit of everything going on. I have some tables laid out. They're just cheap little picnic tables that I'll show you here. And yeah, just nothing really too special. These are just like cheap $40 ones you could get at like an Urban Outfitters or Dick's Sporting Goods. And then right now I have some work in progress frames. So I'm going to switch these out. They had older prints in them basically, and I'm going to switch them out for something that's probably a bit newer, something different, style of photography. And then of course put those in exhibits, like gallery exhibits and festivals, of course. And then this is a machete trimmer for paper trimming. This is nice for doing, like, if I have like wall title cards, I'll just trim those on there as well. So this is pretty nice. Here's just some old damaged gear. I've made videos and talked about this a lot. So yeah, just broken lenses, cameras, stuff I dropped in water, stuff I dropped on concrete. This is just hanging out right here for now. Maybe in the future I'll do a sketch comedy video featuring this gear and just throwing it around and stuff, having fun with it. Just because, why not? Just inject some humor, I guess, into my video making here. So and then I got the second table, and this one's actually set on some PVC pipe, like basically as a risers, and I just made these and painted them black, spray painted them, just that way so it has some extra height to it. It is a little wobbly though, so it's not like the most sturdy and stable workstation that they use, of course. And then on top I have some just various cut down trimmed mat board pieces. This is like the leftover pieces from previous frames or prints that I've made, and I may cut them down even smaller, and then of course make them for smaller prints or frames, of course. And so yeah, just different various sizes. Like I said, they're just kind of like randomly sized, I guess. Different. See that L-shaped one, obviously I cut out of like a corner or something there. And then here's some actual cut mats that these may eventually be the home of a new print or something eventually in the future. So yeah, a lot of the stuff just kind of hangs out. Right now it's just on top of the desk because I found it to be the best spot. As long as not too much dust or anything gets on there, or my grimy hands or something. But yeah, that's just where it's hanging out for now, at least, until I find a use for it. Here's some old boxes, just stuff I have. Here's my like camera box, EOS 80D. There's some printer paper, Canon semi-gloss. Was it 8x10? Yeah. Benro tripod, Gitzo monopod. This is from a previous print I ordered from a print lab, just like a little roller. So I keep that just in case I need to reuse it, of course. This one is for this light stand next to me, a ring light. Some more printer papers, and this is for the ring light. Now I'll show you here in a moment. Here's some just prints and frames. I'm gonna, they're in waiting to bring to one of my galleries. These are for like wall title foam. Like, if it's foam board, but it's like for wall title cards. I use that sometimes at least and reuse them. Here's all my good photo paper. I got quite a bit still, quite a big supply of it because it just sticks around a while. I don't print like every day, but when I do, it's quite a few different images, I guess. And then all this little cardboard is separating sheets of glass, and I have a glass cutter, which I'll show you in a bit, that I use to score if I ever need to trim it down the size. But I honestly don't do that practically ever, if I'm being honest. Here's just some random foam board. This is like just extra foam board, at least. Here's the box for the light stand, which I'll show you here in a minute. This is an easel, just a cheap little plastic easel for any time I have like an exhibit. So just hanging like a larger frame or something onto the easel, and just looks like I have various bags and stuff. Reflector kit, which is just hanging off of the entire light stand, the ring light, And this thing's pretty bright. It's basically like a dimmer switch, so you can kind of control the intensity of it at least. And I have this hanging out real tall, as you can see, almost up to the ceiling, and I have it pointed down so that I can make just indoors videos, which I do every now and then. All right, so over here, got some photo books. I have a pretty decently sized collection. I've actually given away a lot of them. The ones that, you know, maybe just didn't interest me too much, or I didn't think had a lot of like readability or replay value, if that makes sense. But I have quite a few here. This is my Bose headphones, best headphones ever. This leather messenger bag got from a friend. Thanks, Aaron, if you're listening. And lots of field guides, just Ohio Division of Wildlife field guides. These newspapers are anytime I've been featured in like local newspapers, I keep these. I buy a copy and just keep it. You know, it's pretty fun to have that, and it works as well as being like a tear sheet for like a portfolio piece or a resume. Paper shredder. It's pretty full right now, I think. So yeah, here's the L-shaped desk. It's a permanent fixture, so it's a pain in the butt to move, especially on my own. But I literally dragged it from. It used to be against the wall like this, and now it's flipped all the way around, and now it's facing outward towards the rest of the living room here. But yeah, it's a nice station. It's got lots of different drawers. This one has lots of miscellaneous like camera gear and stuff, and I got like, looks like butane fuel for my lighter. There's some old filters from my wide angle lens that is over there and broke, of course. Neoprene cases, lens pouches. This is a better beamer right here. Just lots of miscellaneous cords and stuff that sometimes I need, but most of the time I don't. We got labels here for back prints on the back of the prints, I mean, and thank you cards. These are for making like little photo cards that I do. Here's just a spare magenta ink cartridge for the photo printer over there, and just various cards. This has like matte photo paper that I use to print out, not really photographs, but like I'll print out for like signage and stuff, so that's pretty nice. This is where a lot of my business stuff is. So I got like my tax forms, just various things, documents, like registrations, anything of that sort. I got like pretty much all my receipts separated by the quarters of the year for tax year, so make it nice and easy. And then these manila envelopes and everything. And yeah, lots of manuals here, as you can probably see. Just different things I get from the galleries, just different brochures and just cool things I want to keep, basically. And down here's a 5-gallon bucket. It's just a trash can for paper and stuff I'll burn in the fire pit in the backyard, of course. And this one has this drawer right here. It has just smaller boxes, nothing too special, just smaller boxes. Here's an old frame I used to have hanging in my living room, or excuse me, my bedroom, but I took down recently. And up here, if you can see, it's kind of dark, I know, but underneath the desk, it's just various prints of mine that I'm calling rejected, basically. And I pulled away from my gallery, at least, or galleries. Here's Jeremy Nicholson. He's a great local astrophotographer, but he does tons of landscapes. And I bought his calendar, so this basically holds my entire life and schedule as I see it now. And yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff here, as you can see, so I'm running through it real quick, but if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, of course. These are for, I'm going to make some greeting card little collections or sets, like a set of 10 maybe, and put them into these little kind of carry things. So, and there's clear backs for them, of course. So you're seeing a sneak preview of some new stuff I'm working on. For all my podcast work and any voiceover, I use this nice Blue Yeti microphone with a pop filter. This works real well. The audio quality is great, and it's as simple as a plug and play. You know, just one USB port, and it goes right into the computer. Here's like a nice little magnet, but I use it as a coaster for any drinks or stuff. Cornell Lab, always support them and the birds. And here is I believe this, yeah, it's an X-Rite screen monitor calibrator. So I use it every now and then, but it also acts as an ambient sensor. So it'll blink every maybe once or twice an hour, and it'll adjust my monitors accordingly. Here's a webcam, just a cheap little HD, like I think it's 1080p's maximum resolution webcam, just for recording anything, video calls, yeah, any live streams I'll ever do, which I've done a couple at least by now. Here's a sneak preview. These are all these different, if you ever see my editing style, I list out by hand, I write out each raw file name, and that's what these are. So this is like new images I need to edit still, and I cross out the ones I already did. So keep that on my desk to anytime I get some available time to work on that, of course. And here's the Bose headphones, of course, that I mentioned, had the case over behind me here. These are great headphones, noise canceling, so just put in maybe some ambient music and just go to work on the photo edits there. So these are excellent headphones. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a cheap little chair. I think I got it from Walmart for like 20 bucks, probably like 4 years ago, and it still works really well. It doesn't have any armrests or anything. It's not too well padded, but you know, it works for what it is. And at this point, it's almost like sentimental, just because it has followed me, and I've sat down on it a lot. It's pretty cheap and old by now. At least I got it for an affordable price, a couple $100, but it's a 2018 Acer desktop, and it's really showing its lifespan now. It's about at the end of it, because editing video just slows it to a crawl, and it's getting really, really old. And even when editing raw files, it's just crashing pretty often, at least. But I got this, I believe this just backs up my entire photo log, and then this bigger, I think this is a 3 terabyte hard drive, or yeah, solid state drive, excuse me. Sorry if it's really dark in there too, it's hard to see, but and it's all dusty and gross. But yeah, the bigger one at the far end, I think that backs up all my video work, and then this first one backs up the photo stuff. Or yeah, actually no, the big one backs up everything, including video. First one backs up just photos, because you really need to know that, right? All right, so yeah, as you can see, here's just a look back. So that's everything there. There's that table, and let me go to this table real quick. So this, I already showed you these, has frames on it, and then these are actually, I didn't show you these though. It's like it's like a anti-scratch, I guess. So like basically I use this for cutting stuff. It's like one of those cut mats. And it's self-healing, which is really nice. And it has all these measurements on it, of course. And I know there's lots of stuff on it, but you kind of get the point. It's basically like made out of PVC, and looks pretty nice overall. Here's just some various totes. I like to adorn them with stickers I get along my travels, or just from different companies. So I represent a lot of brands, I guess, in that way. Just my favorite nonprofits, or anything really. Behind this is a box. That tan box is just tons of different, it's wholesale bought. I got like 3 years ago of just some foam board. I think it's like 32 by 40 sheets. And so there's tons of them in there. There's a whiteboard back there. I really don't use it, so I took it down off the wall. And yeah, these are fold out tables I use for my festivals and everything. And then on top here, because it is festival season, I just got some recent prints and frames, just all ready to go. So I just got them hanging out here. And then of course, here's this basic logo sign with my website, of course. And then down here, just more totes. Once again, some stickers on, at least on that far one at least. These are nice because they have these rolling wheels, at least on that end. And then over here, they have a nice handle, which is pretty nifty. So those are great for like festivals, or just if you're moving around with them on, traveling or whatever. And so over here, this is like a little bit of a workstation. So I got my 32-inch mat cutter from Logan Graphic Products. Got the pole style push down cut, or mat cutter, straight cutter. Here's that glass cutter I was referring to. So it has just a thin wheel over here. And then this is what I use probably the most, is the bevel mat cutter for cutting bevels and mats, as it sounds. Dust cover trimmer for trimming the backs of frames if you want to put like some craft paper like this on the back of there, which I do pretty often. I do it on most of my frames. Various tools, some picture wire, lots of it, as you can see. Always buy wholesale when you get materials, if you're really trying to make a business out of it or anything. Framers tape, masking tape. These are for scoring, to put underneath to protect the mat cutter. Just various pens. These are for like signing. So I got this like nice Pigma Micron pen. Mat knife. As everything falls, isn't it great? And yeah, actually while I'm down here. So I got my drill, various tools, air duster, spray adhesive, glass cleaner, foaming, which is really, really nice. Boot protector for obviously my hiking boots. There's my big toolbox. There's just tons of other tools, nothing too crazy. Just various stuff I have. Here's some camera gear. I'm probably gonna go on a trip later today, go do some birding. So I just got, insect spray, binoculars, extra camera battery, the camera, telephoto, camera strap. Keeping it nice and simple. And there's actually my hiking boots down there. Lots more foam board. This is for just acid-free archival foam board. Like I said, I bought wholesale, as you can see. This comes in this big box, or at least it did. And I knocked off the top half at least. These are like those like science fair displays. But what I do is I cut a hole in the back of them. You see that small hole? And I use that so I can photograph my frames and get like a anti-glare professional look to them. So that's a little tip, maybe if you ever need to photograph them for maybe an exhibit or an application to something, that's an idea, especially with all this high glare, as you can probably see on the photo frames with just regular normal glass. But anyways, over here. It's a little bit dark, so apologies, but this is just different festival stuff. So I just threw it kind of in this corner over here. I just got my oven rack things, my director's chair. These are for pulling up into the tent in case it rains, especially if you do like a multi-day event. The actual canopy tent, complete with rooftop. This rock and roller cart, which has just been like a godsend gift. It's so nice. Just various bubble wraps, things. There's like a big outdoor rug behind that. These are the canopy walls. A little fan, my extension cord that I actually made myself in electricity class in high school, of all places. Ratchet straps, the legs for the oven racks. These are the 40-pound weights that I put on each end of the canopy. And then this big thing is I know it's hard to see, but that's a big like print display bin. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So just all that, and here's just one more big overview. So it's a modestly sized house. It's a duplex. And I make it work for what it is. I managed to keep it all pretty much contained to this, general area at least. And just keep it nice and simple. Just make the most of what space I do have available. And for that matter, it works for me. And that's pretty much the point I want to drive home out here, I guess, is that, you want to find what works for you, of course. And so I make do with what I have here. And it's a nice little space, and you got the nice window light over here. That I can stare out of, from the computer over here when I'm spending long days editing and everything, of course. But so this video's gone on long enough probably, but I hope you enjoyed it and finally getting a look at my, my home office space, my living room space. And if you have any questions, let me know. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.